It's 2025 and AI is just about everywhere. And if you are a new writer or an aspiring writer, what if I told you AI is there to help you with your book publishing process? And I don't mean just publishing the book, but right from ideating the book to starting to write, to editing it, and to finally getting it published. What if I told you there was a custom GPT that could help you with every step? Hello, my dear friends. My name is Anangsha Alamyan, and I make videos regularly about writing, AI, and productivity. Today's video, I'm going to introduce you to a cool custom GPT that everyone can use for free to help you with your book publishing process. And let me show you how to use that custom GPT. This is how it looks like. I'm going to link it in the description of this video and in the first comment so you can check it out for yourself for free. You don't need any subscription for this. All you need is your web browser and you can just click on the link, open it and start. So this is how the custom GPT looks like, and these are the built-in prompts that are already there. You can see some of the prompts here. What's the best way to start publishing my book? How do I find a great editor for my novel? Can you help me design a book cover? What's one thing I should do to promote my book? These are just sample prompts. You can write your own prompts. You can have an entire conversation with this custom GPT. And this custom GPT is built by Fiverr. So you're going to find all freelancers here on Fiverr who can help you each step along the way. So let's do a quick demo for this video and I'll show you how you can use it as well. So first of all, we are going to start with the ideation process. Suppose you want to write a memoir about your own story, about your own life, but you don't know where to start. So I'm going to write a sample prompt and show you how this works. I just wrote a very basic prompt. I want to write a memoir about my life. Can you help me go about this? So we got the answer from this custom GPT. So there are a few questions they asked me before they can help me with it. So which stage are you in? Do you already have the stories written down or are you completely starting from scratch? So maybe for question number one, I'm going to write the answer. So I just wrote the answer that I have written some blog posts that are snippets of my life, but they are not structured or they are not in chronological order. But I just have some of them in the form of blog posts. Okay, let's answer the second question. Is there a particular theme or message you want in your memoir to convey? Example, resilience, family, faith, identity, etc. So we can talk about building a business from scratch. That's the theme of most of my blog posts. And at this stage in my life, if I had to write a memoir, I would probably write about self-employment as well. But entrepreneurship is something I can talk about for endless hours. So I think this could be a good topic for my memoir if I were to write it. Do you envision this as a traditional chronological memoir or more like a collection of pivotal life moments or essays? So I would like it to be a collection of pivotal life moments or essays. I do not want it to be a traditional memoir where it's like I was born, I grew up, I did this, that. No, I would only like to write about the relevant parts. So this is just an example of how the custom GPT does not give you generic answers. It actually understands your requirements and then asks you specific questions. And based on your answer, it can give you further guidance. So let's see what further answers we got from the custom GPT. So we got a simple roadmap to get my memoir into motion. Step 1, gather and read through what you have written. Collect all your blog posts and review them with fresh eyes. Okay, this is very interesting because even if I didn't actually have the plan to publish a memoir, but getting this answer from custom GPT is actually giving me some inspiration that since I anyway have so many blog posts ready, I might as well put them together in the form of a memoir, right? But again, that's the content for another blog post. Let's see the step 2. Identify the core pillars. Since you're going for a collection of pivotal life moments, think of your book as a series of milestones or themes, not necessarily chapters in order. So that is a good suggestion. And aside from that, the custom GPT has also given me common pillar ideas for a business memoir. So these are actually good steps. The moment you knew a 9 to 5 wasn't for you, your first leap into self employment, failures that taught you something big, unexpected breakthroughs, a mentor or moment that changed everything, lessons you wished you knew earlier. This is so cool because I have actually written a ton of blog posts on all of these topics. I can just pull all of those blog posts together and make it into a structured memoir. I'm curious, if I were to write a memoir about my life, would you read it? Please let me know in the comments. All right, let's look at the step three, shape a loose structure. So, yeah, we can have a structure in the form of a theme or chronological order or journey format. That is again up to me to decide. As an author, I have the liberty to decide. So, say I have written this book, entire draft is complete. Now, I would need the next step, right? So, let's ask the custom GPT what are the next steps given that I have written the draft completely. I just wrote a prompt, say that I have written the complete first draft of the book. What are the next steps I need to follow? So again, I got some more steps from Custom GPT. First step is set it aside for 1 or 2 weeks, and when I return, I'll have fresh manuscript. Second step is to self-edit the manuscript, focusing on clarity, flow, redundancy, voice. Third is get developmental feedback. I think this is the most important step because when, as authors, we self edit our work, we tend to not notice minor mistakes, typographical errors, or loopholes in the structure of the book. Getting a developmental feedback from an expert would be a great idea. So, the custom GPT suggests if I like, I can guide you to trusted freelance editors through Fiverr's. And then there's a link. Let's click on this link and see where it takes us to. So this link takes me to book editing on Fiverr. So this is really interesting because I do not have to search anything myself. I just have to click on the link and I'll get a list of book editors. So again, there is a way to tailor the book publishing journey. How would I describe myself as an indie author, thought leader, or casual writer? I might as well go ahead and select thought leader because I have been writing on the internet for a long time. Let's pick the genre of the book. So my genre is nonfiction, autography, memoir. I'm gonna click on that. Click next. Uh, what are you in the Where are you in the publishing process? So I already said that we have the manuscript ready. Next, and then you have to select a budget. I'm gonna select under $1,000. Click on next, and then we get a list of people who are vetted freelancers from Fiverr Pro. I can either select them or I can explore on my own. So whichever option you pick, the let me just explain the steps that you need to follow before you connect with any freelancer on Fiverr. The first step is you read their about section and you see if you resonate with what they have written. Then you read there about the service section. You can see what kind of services they offer and you can understand if this is exactly what you're looking for or not. And also look through their portfolio so you understand the previous work that they have done, if they have any experience working in the genre of your choice. And please do not forget to read the reviews. Reviews are a really important way of how you can assess a freelancer before working with them. Read through the reviews, understand how the authors have felt working with this particular freelancer. And as you can see, this one has a lot of repeat clients. So if somebody comes to a freelancer 2 times for editing their book, they definitely must have done a good job, right? And the last step is you look at their pricing. Remember to see what all is included because there are 3 packages. Usually, each freelancer on Fiverr has 3 packages. So, you have to see what all is included, how many days they take to deliver the process, and what all are included. So, you can see all the different types of editing they do, and based on the number of words the pricing will change. Say for example my memoir is of 25,000 words, so I'm gonna click on 25,000 and then you can see the price changes accordingly, and then you can click on continue to pay and book this freelancer, or you can click on contact me and have a chat with this freelancer. Talk to them about your specific needs and then you can work with them, or you can decide if you don't want to work with them. All right, now let's go back to the custom GPT. So the third step was to get developmental feedback. The fourth step is to revise based on your feedback. Fifth step is to get align editing and copy editing done. The next step is to do book layout and design. Say, for example, for my particular memoir, I have done all these six steps. Let's ask Custom GPT what are the next steps after this to get my book published. Now we have to select how we want our book to get published. Do you want it a self-published book, a hybrid publishing model where you invest some money and the publisher does their part of the bit, or you want a traditional publishing model where you just submit to agents or publishers? You have less control in the longer timeline, but most writers consider this a more reputable path of publishing your book. Then you have to finalize your format, ebook, paperback, audiobook, get your ISBN and copyright, upload to publishing platforms like Amazon KDP, Ingram Spark, Draft to Digital, etc. Plan your book launch and book marketing. So these are great ideas for us to follow through when we are indie authors. So let's ask Custom GPT for help with this step. I just wrote a simple prompt. Can you help me more with plan your book launch and marketing? Because I think most writers fumble in this step because they have zero experience in marketing. Now we have a detailed phase by phase model. It's a three-phase model, and in each step we have some key action steps that we can follow. And there's also some a link to some book marketing experts on Fiverr who can help us with this model. So this is not going to be easy. Like, since you have a custom GPT, it does not mean that the GPT will do all the work for you, but a custom GPT is like having a step-by-step process. It's like having a cheat code, because not every writer will use the custom GPT. They will just rely on their own ideas and they will be lost because not everyone knows such a detailed step-by-step approach to publishing a book, right? But if you have a custom GPT, then you do not need to overthink, you do not need to overanalyze every action, you do not need to brainstorm ideas on how to write, how to edit, how to market your book. You don't even need to work super hard to find high quality freelancers to work with. Custom GPT will not only give you a blueprint to publish and market your book, but it will also help you connect with high quality freelancers on Fiverr with whom you can work and bring your dream to life. Share that I have published my book Parallels on Amazon, which is a science fiction novella written in collaboration with my brother. And this book was published entirely with the help of freelancers from Fiverr. I have used freelancers to design the book cover, to do the book formatting, to do the book marketing. Everything has been done through freelancers on Fiverr, and it was such a great and seamless process. The experience was 10 on 10 recommendable. So if you are somebody who is on the brink of publishing a book but is not sure how to go ahead with this, I highly recommend you to try out Custom GPT. The link is in the description of this video. If you have any questions on how to use this custom GPT, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. I'll see you again super soon with another new video. But if you found some value here, do not forget to share it with your author friends who might learn something new as well. Thank you so much for watching and keep hustling. Cheers!